Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Wasteland 3 where the episodes have still been erratic. It's been, okay, listen, stuff with me has been a little weird and unfortunately is likely to continue to be so for a little while, so I'm going to get these out when I can. I do want to see the ending in this game. I do want to see where it's all going. It just might be a little iffy for a while. So I went through our inventory, I field stripped a bunch of weapons, I sold garbage to Vivisecto, I swapped up our armor. Mostly it was some very boring changes, just like everybody gained 1 or 2 points of armor as we updated. There's a lot of samey equipment in this game that just isn't interesting. That said, there is one thing worth looking at, and it's this hat that we got for... putting this on Ringer has made him look absolutely insane. I had disabled the look of the hats on all the other things we'd gotten for him, but frankly, I think this armor looks kind of bad without the helmet displayed, and also how could we not do this thing? So there's enough room in there for like 3 more heads. It's just part of a filing cabinet he's got. Okay, it's fine. Anyway, we got plenty of money now.
Are you in need of repairs or enhancements?
So I do believe it is time to buy that cybernetic thingy.
And organ tissue are available. I also offer supplies that, for ethical reasons, I cannot conduct the operation myself.
Yes, I would like a unit. Thank you.
Constructing a device of this nature is a delicate operation.
The robot's hands move faster than your eyes can track. So fast that you black out, it turns out.
Production complete. When you are ready, insert this into your spine at the base of your neck, or that of someone who consents to its insertion. The device will do the rest.
Okay, so...
Are you in need of repairs or
can I get more, or...
For ethical reasons,
okay, it's going to be 1,000 each time.
The operation myself.
I do not have that. Wow, it just keeps playing the voice line even though you're out of the conversation, huh? Wonderful. That's definitely how that should work. Okay, so each person has to get their own cyborg thing. Oh hey, we do still have this mysterious case. I'm gonna keep not opening it. We have a lot of weapon mods now. Like I said, a considerable amount of field stripping occurred. Most of these weapon mods are real similar, and we just don't need to use them yet. So what I'm looking for is, I know we had a whole bunch of cybernetic things, a bunch of things that required cyborg tech, and I'm just looking for those so that I know where we want to, boy, where is that stuff in my inventory? It must be, like, way at the bottom? I thought we had maybe gone past it already. Here we go. So this is an eye laser. Targets an enemy robot or synth and inhibits their systems. I'm trying to figure out who it makes the most sense to install the cyborg tech on. Being able to install armor certainly makes it feel like we might want to put it on Ringer. Right, Ringer is in harm's way a lot, like all of the time. So I don't know that dude necessarily needs an eye laser. Oh, also we do have bits of gold, which I assume are not useful for anything but selling, but you do have to sell manually because they don't sell when you hit sell junk. The fact that they're not marked as junk and that they don't sell automatically does make me a little bit nervous that they might be for something. But who knows, I guess. You know what? I'm gonna do it on Ringer. Let's install the cyborg tech on Ringer. We'll toughen him up even more. Use item on self. Okay, that was easy. I don't know, I guess I don't know exactly what I was expecting. Okay, so it doesn't do anything except allow you to equip the mods. So how does this work exactly? If I wanted to jam, let's say, some subdermal plating all up in my body. Oh, I see. It just lets you use this slot for the mod. Okay. Yeah, they all say they are a utility slot item. That's fine, I guess. It's a little bit less exciting than I was thinking. I was thinking, like, you might have a couple of mod slots or something. So he lost a point of first aid, which I don't think actually matters. Did we have the... We didn't even have the perk at 5, so clearly we didn't care about it that much. Yeah, that's fine. So if we're only going to get to use one cyborg mod, is the armor the one we want? He is now at 35 armor. Might be overkill, honestly. Might be the case we could swap him over to, like, EMP burst. I'm going to do that. Let's have an EMP burst. Also, we got a lot of... Man, we sure got a lot of garbage in our inventory. Look at all this stuff. That's Earl's head. Here's a bunch of scrap that I guess I didn't sell, even though I definitely did sell junk.
Need repairs or enhancements? Repairs to derm. Here is my stock.
Hold on a second. Okay, you cannot afford this item is definitely not a message you should ever receive when pressing the sell junk button. But I think it sold it. Okay. It will surprise you to know that sometimes in this game things don't work the way you would expect them to. Okay. So, I think we're about to leave here, and I don't really have a great overall plan. Like, obviously, we're gonna go and we're gonna pull the Reagan brain out of the Gipper's computer and bring it back here. But what's that gonna do in the long term to the oil supply? The Gippers are probably gonna have a problem with that, right? And it won't matter whether or not we sabotage the Reagan statue if we take the Reagan brain out of the whole network, right? The statue will be useless. If the Kingfishers figure that out, they're just going to sweep in there and eat everybody anyway. And I think in the short term, it's probably better for us that the Gippers are in control of that than that the Kingfishers move in, or Skyfishers, Godfishers, whatever they are. The fishermen, because they'll kill lots of innocent people in addition to the Gippers, right? They'll just roll through the area like a plague. I guess we got to go deal with the Godfishers. Did we? There was a mad science weapon in here, wasn't there? I would like to buy a thing, please.
Afraid the machinery's still not in tip-top shape, friend, but I'll show you what I've got, and thanks again for the assist.
Oh, wait, can we... Hold on a second. Do you need to be fixed the other way as well?
What's with the hungry hands, friend? Everything's in tip-top shape. No,
you literally just said...
Plumbing. Step right down.
Okay, he literally just said that everything was in that not everything was in tip-top shape, didn't he? I'm getting a discount.
Hey, what are you doing? That is my mind. You were messing with me.
Boy, that's a really, really tired way of making that joke, huh?
Hey, best friend, I'm going to sing you a song, but first, I'm going to give you a discount.
Okay, so the thing we just did is like deeply monstrous, really, truly horrible. I mean, that's pretty cheap. Let's go ahead and buy that. Okay, we don't really need the insulated vehicle plating. I like our current vehicle plating. That we can't apply. Nobody has 9 modding. This pulse rifle is on automatic weapons instead of weird science, despite the fact that it is a pulse rifle. Here we go. The Meson cannon is the weird science weapon. Unfortunately, it is a rocket-based... Oh, no, sorry. It's a rocket-class weapon, but it uses energy cells as ammo. I would, in fact, like this. So, we don't have enough... You can see I've held on to a smattering of weapons across various skill levels just for, you know, people getting upgraded and stuff. I don't think even if we sold all the stuff we have here that we would have enough money to put this together. And I do feel like we've made reasonable decisions with our money so far. I could sell off some of this other stuff. I suppose we have a lot of grenades, but like almost everything sells for nothing. Like nothing is valuable at all. So I think for the moment we'll just hold off. We'll come back and we'll get the Meson cannon, and then it's not the right damage type, but at least we'll have something for Skelly to shoot with mad science. Because she could use a little bit of love, you know? She's been kind of bumbling through with our weapons not well matched to her mechanics for a long time. Which I guess makes me feel confident that she can continue to do so. Alright, I'm very curious to see how this whole situation is going to play out in practice with us trying to pull the Reagan brain out of the machine.
Rangers, I want you to meet my friend, Party Pal. It's been processing and reprocessing Ranger data since we first heard about your work in Arizona.
Okay. Alright, I sort of love Party Pal.
You said it, Party Pal. As soon as Reagan's safe and secure with us, Party Pal wants to join your Ranger team. Isn't that grand?
I do, in fact, think that's grand. Yeah, what's Party Pal's history?
Party Pal is the pinnacle of party participation prolongment and puke prevention. Originally a Findlay Tech prototype, Party Pal's ability to perpetuate any party became the stuff of legend. Party Pal became our commune's resident psychologist. Sentient superintelligences have unique emotional problems, but Party Pal needs a change of pace and is excited to join your team.
Man, I don't suppose y'all have a robot that knows how to cook. Are there other robots like Party Pal? It's a very strange question to ask, but I guess it's here. Let's do it.
Party Pal told me about its depressed cousin who used to track Santa and tell children his location. Party Pal doesn't like to talk about that much. Seemed like a sensitive subject. I know, buddy. Sorry, I won't bring it up again.
Okay, well, I don't actually want to try to bring Party Pal to the Reagan thing. I think we've got this under control, and Party Pal will totally just blow our cover. So, we'll be back. Weird thing to suddenly happen. How is it that we have everybody except Quan selected? I don't understand that at all. Huh, there's just an electronics panel over here. I'm assuming we could mess with the ship and...
Side of the ship, folks.
Okay, Sal would prefer that we do not touch that panel. I get it.
I too am certain that Bert is the correct designation.
Alright, so I think the first... Okay. Weird camera move. To be clear, I did not do that. The game did. I don't know why. So I guess our plan right now is deal with the Godfishers. Then we got to figure out all this Gipper consciousness computer stuff. We'll get there. I mean, it's... I wonder if there's going to be a way of doing the Godfisher thing that's any more complicated than just enter combat and shoot each one of them.
Gently upon us, but batter our enemies with hail.
This wasn't like this before, right? This is a Razorback that we could interact with in a friendly fashion. I guess we'll save you? I think that's pretty clearly what is being drawn here. Look, it's a sneak attack. Don't worry, critter who is obviously friendly, we'll save you. You know, with rallying. And also with demoralization. What if I made all of the wolves really sad? It looks like there's not... Oh, okay, that works. Except that's actually outside of my available firing range. Alright, I must move forward exactly 1 AP. Alright, get demoralized, wolves. I like the fact that the icon for this suggests that I am demoralizing them by giving them the finger. Jim just steps up and flips off all these wolves, and they're all like, "Hey, that's rude. I'm sad now." All right. Unfortunately, Quan's thing that restores 3 AP once per turn when he kills somebody with an automatic weapon, not super useful in some situations, because that's not even a whole attack worth of AP. Should we start working on that Alpha? I'm going to give the Alpha the crossbow bolt, because I think we're probably going to take the others down with other people here. Why don't you just step out of the way? Alright, Brass has Torrent Strike up, which bodes very ill for these guys. Gotta probably be a little bit more careful than that, though. Actually, this is a little awkward. The way the Razorback's positioned, we're not going to be able to hit more than 2 wolves, no matter how we do this, without also hitting him. I guess this is the best move. Alright, Lucia, I'm sure, has a real easy kill on this Waste Wolf. I probably could turn the camera a little bit here. Okay, so... lots and lots of AP. Okay, we'll just move here and figure it out from there. Is this... okay, this does provide half cover. Do you actually have a shot from here? No, of course not. Let's see if we can just get real lucky here. Get lucky we did, in fact. Yeah, that ice gun is, like, shockingly better. The degree to which that is better than every other weapon we've ever found is really... it's pretty extraordinary, honestly. This will leave us with not quite enough to double attack. I want to... obviously, we want to be in cover for the 10% aim bonus. We want to be up against an object that counts as cover. Sorry, not in cover. Those are pretty different concepts, it turns out. Wow. 6 shots at 42%, 0 hits. Alright, I am in fact just going to ignore the alpha for the moment. Let's see if we can get them down to only having one attacking creature. Alright. Ringer doing a good job being a distraction. Might get blown up a tiny little bit. Damn! Holy crap! The stag did not come to play. Okay, so what was the purpose of that? Just so that there is a friendly Razorback in the universe? Brass has a single point of Animal Whisperer. I'm assuming that is not enough to chill out a Razorback. Yeah, so if you can't do the charm, it doesn't even let you see the icon for charming. Because obviously we get the hand with a person who has passed the threshold. Okay. Well, now there's just a Razorback here. I mean, I'm assuming the Razorback would be a lot better of a combat pet than the Stag. Probably. But I really like the Stag's buff. I think we're unlikely to change this up. Also, I suppose you may as well. You know, maybe this was here before. We just didn't... I don't think we walked up here. It's not much of a reason to, right? Alright, let's just have everybody come down here and we're gonna blow these dudes up. Oh, hi.
Hello.
Were you here before?
I am the Human Outreach Gift Shop, a representative of the Machine Commune and fundraising apparatus. It will be an honor to trade goods with you.
So my assumption is that these turrets will fight Godfishers if we lured the Godfishers over. It might be useful. We were just at the Machine Commune. How'd you set up shop so quickly?
One moment, please. It sounds like you have a question. Unfortunately, I only have a limited capacity to parse and respond to queries, as I am merely a drone, not a true machine intelligence. I cannot even solve simple logic puzzles. So, you do not have to fear that I will supplant your kind as the dominant form of sentience on this planet.
Wow, I feel so reassured.
Which could never happen and is just a funny joke. Please enjoy the joke. Now, engage in the time-honored tradition of trade with me.
Sorry, you're raising funds for what purpose?
One moment, please. It sounds like you have a question.
Okay.
Which could never happen.
I thought there was a pretty good chance.
Marvelous.
I thought there was a better than average chance that that would be the response, but we had to find out. Okay, so we just picked up a small amount of junk. Ooh. Slightly better vehicle plating. A shortened barrel that's actually pretty interesting. Plus 20 damage on a heavy machine gun is like a big damn deal, because that's a per bullet value. Also, it looks like we have some stuff here that's a little bit more exciting. Okay, this one actually does shoot rockets. Some weapons with 7 skill requirement, which is definitely... This is some higher tier stuff than we've seen elsewhere. Unfortunately, we are still broke. Well, too broke anyway. Okay, so do we just... Oh, we just open fire. I do not think that we want to, I don't think we want to go do the pulling the intelligence thing until we have done this, so I guess let's just start doing it. And first of all, obviously, this is mine. Pre-war map of Denver overlaid with the transparency of Mikhail Gorbachev for some reason. Someone has circled the points where his port wine stain overlaps important buildings. A note reads, "Is it a coincidence that these buildings were destroyed, Harold? Is it?" The answer is yes, in case it was not clear. Alright, well, I guess we just open up on him. Feels like... I don't know, it feels like we should have some narratively significant thing to do here. But I think what we're going to do is just open fire on this oil tank and then let him have it. I guess they're not expecting us to attack, so we can take up much better positioning than we usually do. Let's see. Jim can just kind of be over here. Obviously, it's important Jim be kind of in the center of it all. Ringer can be even more in the center of it all. Maybe I should have Ringer stand back a little bit further, you know, just in case of, in case some irresponsible person triggers a large number of explosions. Hard to imagine, I know. Okay, let's just have at it, right? Sorry, I should just shoot Flensing Ice now. Oh, I had the wrong weapon. Because we'll get to shoot the thing during our first turn for free. Like there's no question that we will be able to hit this now. Alright, Jim rallies everybody. I do like Jim's cool new Mohawk helmet. And then let's see. I'm hoping this will destroy the oil drum as well. It looks like it's... what happened to my target? Okay, hold on. Weird. The barrel is flashing red, so I'm hoping this will work the way we want. It sure did. That is 100% the way I want it. Oh, that's not, though. Well, I guess you have 2 AP left. Who do I think is going to need it? I think I'm gonna try to shoot you. My suspicion is these guys over here are well in hand already. Oof, boy. Well, that wasn't very good. Boy, I didn't do the demoralize first because I figured we wouldn't need it. I wanted to save Jim's AP for other stuff. But apparently, I was wrong. There we go. I totally kicked the hell out of that boss. Great work, Jim. You did so much work. Let's have Lucia try to finish off this other guy real fast. I'm assuming... this is probably how you're supposed to take these guys out, right? Because they're so, like... The majority of their bodies are so narratively insignificant, right? They're very obviously combat characters. I don't want her to run in the direction that takes her through the fire, and I don't think that there's a better way to get her to do the smart thing than to just, like, really micromanage her here. Okay, it looks like I am not going to be allowed to take a decent shot, no matter how I set this up. Yeah, that guy's cover is just too solid. Well, one thing we can do, I suppose, is just move a little closer and then shoot the barrel. Oh, it was showing 12% because for some reason she starts with the wrong. It does seem like the game kind of arbitrarily chooses which weapon is in your main hand and which one is in your offhand every time we load. Because we've seen that change a couple of times now without me actually changing it. Oh, okay. I was hoping it would just, like, weaken dude's cover. I'll take that. So that means Lucia and Ringer have a lot of spare AP. Well, I mean, obviously... Oh, Skelly's right in the way. Shoot. I didn't realize there was only one tile there that wasn't on fire. Well, I don't want Lucia to run down. We definitely want to go this way. I'm going to run her through as little fire as possible, I guess. Grass is out of AP here. Move you around like this. And then like this. Okay, she resisted the burning. Hey, it turns out it was actually significant that we moved her through as little fire as possible. Because she only had to make one roll that way. And then, I mean, I could have Ringer just run over here and really wallop this dude. It's telling me that we're out of range for this attack, but it is absolutely lying. We have plenty of AP. The question is whether that is a wild overcommitment. Because Ringer's tough, but there are limits, man. How about if we... That probably doesn't make any sense to run back this way. If I run up here and punch him, we'll still have 3 AP left. I could fall back, I suppose, afterward. Oh, no, this is the way to do it. Yeah, come down this way. Don't run through the fire. And I am absolutely going to have Ringer just punch this guy, and maybe this is overcommitment. But Ringer's real tough. I have faith. I have faith that he will survive. I guess just 5% more evasion? Turns out the damage doesn't matter. They have stunning blow. Whoa! I mean, I'm acting like that was that was a really significant thing. Lucia has like 8 HP. Whenever anyone shoots at Lucia, they knock her down. Alright, well, Ringer is downstairs, so somebody else is going to have to be responsible for this. Probably this is a good thing for Skelly to do. Skelly's combat AP are relatively less valuable than everybody else's. Really, that guy is just like right on the edge of... Okay, so she actually can't hit anyone. Well, it feels like using a med hypo is a waste because she'll just go down if they shoot at her no matter what. So... And she doesn't get up with enough AP for a grenade. Okay, I don't know. We'll come back to her. But that is a bummer, man. Alright, let's see if we can just drop this guy. I don't think we need to get fancy with this one. Yeah, you know, not when Jim could just take somebody's head clean off with a single shot. What is this? Where has this Jim been? All of a sudden, he's like this terrifying combat monster. Alright, let's just move down to here, get that free shot. And then we still have enough AP for a normal cost shot afterward. It doesn't make sense to do... Nah. Alright, it said lucky mega crit, but that guy didn't take an amount of damage that I would describe as mega. Brass can absolutely just stand in the open. She is a fortress unto herself. Camera's just kind of bouncing all over the place, raising and lowering at will. It's probably hard to tell sometimes whether a thing is something I'm doing or if it's just like a weird thing that's happening. In this case, it is definitely just a weird thing that is happening. Yep, like that. All that camera movement was not me. Alright, so Lucia can't do anything. I guess she can run to better cover.
My enemies are there.
Wow. Well, you really get to see the difference the armor makes there. situation where it would be nice to have someone who could snipe, because obviously they're doing some pretty fine work with their snipers. I kind of think I'm not going to have... Yeah, I'm not going to have Ringer fight the melee guy. He's going to come over here and pressure these dudes. So we're not going to get a one-hit kill here. I think we're just going to go ahead and do Thundering Strike. Or actually, I must have missed... I thought we were only going to get to punch once. If we're going to get to punch twice, let's save Thundering Strike. We'll just give it to this guy the old-fashioned way. Ringer is absolutely terrifying. It kind of makes me think that, especially with the way that they've like clearly balanced combat strategies around the scarcity of ammo, kind of makes me feel like we should maybe have pursued more brawling characters. Where do I have to get to down a shot? And it's not going to tell me what the odds are on that shot, it looks like. Okay. There's so many different kinds of randomness in the combat system that it's really hard to, it's really hard to rely on the damage previews. Who knows what's going to happen? Oh, right, you have very poor AP. Poor Skelly. Feels like she just doesn't really get to contribute to combat all that much. Can I get into a decent cover position on a flank from this guy? No, not really. I could flank, or I could have cover, but I cannot have both. Well, I am inclined to just pressure him, I think. Let's just run all the way in here and shoot him in the back of the head. This is unlikely to be a kill. We could do that trick shot. Oh no, never mind. Trick shot requires more AP than just firing the weapon. Alright, this guy knows that things are not going well for him, and I think we're going to have Quan just run up here and finish the job. That is definitely enough spaces for a free shot. And then, oh, we have to move a little bit. Yeah, I gotta say, Quan does definitely feel considerably more deadly since we moved him over to using an SMG. It might be a coincidence, you know, like we just happened to sort of get online mechanically at the same time that we switched his weapon, but feels pretty significant. Junk fishing hook kite design. Okay, super gross. Why bait the kites when we have no hooks to catch the gods? It's a fair question, and that's just a necklace of ears. Who is gonna buy this stuff? Okay, that one had some money for some reason. This one has an acceptable sniper rifle. Here we have the Godfisher Holy Book, assembled from sheets of salvaged paper. This small book is bound in curiously supple, fine-grained leather. Yeah, don't think about that too hard. Well, I guess we ought to look into it, right? We ought to know what's going on with these weirdos. In the beforetime, the world was fertile and green, and the lords of the void favored mankind with gentle winds and life-giving rain. But man grew proud and coveted the powers of the gods. His vessels soared through the heavens, and he sought to usurp the fury of the sun itself. And in his arrogance the skies burned, and a terrible darkness fell upon the earth. Great was the suffering of mankind, generation upon generation, until a prophet came among the people with a bucket of the clearest water, and a message from the sky. And the prophet said unto the people, I have lain upon the barren earth, and looked up into the vaulted heavens, and I have seen the faces of the gods. Their gifts can be ours again, but they will not come without a price. We must call the gods back to the world with songs of lamentation and the smell of blood on the wind. We must offer them the flesh of the wicked and the innocent alike. We must cast our gifts too into the sky to show our worth and our devotion. Either this word isn't supposed to be here, or another word is supposed to be here. We must become like fishers unto the gods. I don't feel like we really needed this explained. This was quite clear. Yeah, so it looks like Brass leveled up, which means we can grab that perk we wanted. Sorry, we have to actually put the point into big guns and then grab that perk we wanted. Hell yeah, 10% hit chance. So the thing we are absolutely desperate for. And I think we're pushing intelligence on her just because, like, we still have a number of things to level up, but is that the right thing to do now? Let's see, we made up to 3 bonus penetration. I mean, we could push luck really hard, but honestly, we're not really having trouble with penetration. And I mean, lucky action chance is really nice when her actions are as expensive as they are. But we might... I think it's really hard to say. Like, the difference between these is so marginal. It kind of doesn't feel like any of them are important. And honestly, she has what feels like enough speed to operate at this point. I think we're going to go... Let's just push luck from here. And Ringer, I think Ringer's level up is actually new. Yeah, Quan has like half... Or no, Quan has a real level too. We had some people who had partial level ups waiting for opportunities. Okay, well... What do we want to do with you? I might want to just work armor modding up. Like, we still haven't run into an animal that we can't whisper with the amount of animal whispering we have. I suppose first aid might be useful, but I think we're gonna... Let's just push up. We already have some armor mods that we can't apply, so... It is unlikely to be a wasted point. And then... Boy, what do you need? We could grab 35 more HP. You have so much HP already, though. It feels like it's... 5% evasion might be right. We almost never get past the 5 combo points we're allowed to go to now, so this feels pretty bad. And the rest of this stuff isn't actually available. I think we are, in fact, going to take 5% evasion. Oh, and also to spend his attribute point. That would probably be a good idea. I guess? He doesn't... Yeah, whatever. He doesn't really need a lot of other stuff. And frankly, the combat system hasn't been pushing us hard enough that we have to agonize over these decisions. Alright, so do we want to pick up... Yeah, we probably want Spray and Pray, right? That seems like it's worth a point. And then I think we're going to hold off and develop nerd stuff. So that feels like one of those things you ought to max out. Again, there's probably only like 1 or 2 things in the game that require 10 nerd stuff, but when we find them, we'll be glad we have it. Alright, is there any other lootable stuff in this area? There's a lot of explosives. Okay, apparently one of the gippers for someone has drawn a face in the snow with urine. Very much in keeping with the game's tone. Have we accessed this container, and how would we do so? It looks like there's no way up from here. We'd have to... Alright. I bet we were in that container already. I guess let's go talk to that gipper.
You're listening to Sal, the voice of the commune and free Colorado.
Whoa! Careful, partners! After we shut down the East Freedom oil fields, some Godfishers set up shop there. The Nancys are gonna clear them out after Mother Reliance finishes her big project.
You're lucky we already cleared them out, because you were like 3 feet from them. Actually, we're gonna clear them out, because Nancy Glory sent us.
Smart cookie, that Nancy. Keep your skin on. I'll be heading back then. Can't believe
good advice.
I just talked to a real desert ranger. Cool.
We should probably investigate the urine in the snow. It's interactable, so we ought to have a look. Reminds you of warmer times. Well, I bet parts of that are pretty warm. Oh yeah, we were definitely in here before. Yeah, I remember this. Okay, well... So we have one more group of Godfishers to clear out. I wonder if they are going to be... It looks like they're probably aggressive to us. They know. They know what we just did. That's fair. What is our approach then? It's probably just run up here, right? This area has a lot of cover and it's relatively high ground. Yeah, let's just do it. I see no reason to apply a lot of fancy nonsense. We're going to wait for this guy to walk back over here, and then we're all just going to run up here as a group, and Quan's going to start shooting. Let's, real quick, apply a small amount of medicine. Oh! He walked in a path I was not expecting him to walk. For some reason, Brass is the one who won the initiative roll. Doesn't really make a ton of sense. Okay, hey, that's actually a pretty good hit chance. Hi, it's not your turn. That was weird, right? That he moved in the middle of our turn? And also there's people walking around over here who are not in combat for some reason?
My enemies are there!
Yep. Somebody shot at Lucia, so Lucia goes down. I should have done some medicine to the stag. Well, we have time for it now. Alright, and then we probably just want to push these guys. These awareness circles are still moving around us. Alright, Ringer cannot be stopped. Okay, does somebody want to come over here and finish this off? Are there any other enemies? It doesn't look like there are any other enemies in this area, or on this side, but of course, our vision radius is relatively limited. Alright, Jim's got an easy one there, and then it should be pretty easy for us to pick this guy up, I would think. I guess let's have Quan do it. Quan's a little bit more competent at actually getting a kill than Skelly is. Okay, Lucia has sustained another serious injury. Well, I was kind of expecting the sound of gunfire to have drawn the attention of more enemies. I do not like the camera automatically zooming over to any area where you do a box select. That is probably not how that should work. What am I doing? We're not up against mutants. I'm looking for medical supplies. Here we go. Injury kit. I think it's probably worth it here. And then, honestly, this may not be worthwhile, but we'll go ahead and do it. It's not like we're desperate for medic packs. So somehow, everybody here knew what we had done over there instantly, but this guy doesn't know about the gunfight that he both saw and heard. Alright, bullets and money and money. These are a few of my favorite things. Alright, just making sure we're not going to get surprised from the side here. So that's a penitent. The penitents are the ones with the dash strike, or the stun strike. Oh. We set off an alarm somewhere. And then also, obviously, awareness circles. But first there was an alarm, and I'm not sure where that came from. Alright, Skelly. Throw a Molotov cocktail up there. Yeah, burning stuff. That'll show him. Provost, not your turn. People got no respect for turn order. That's what I'm learning. Okay, it's true. We are under the sky. He's got us there. It's actually not a bad shot on these guys. I probably don't want to just stand in the open, though. Unless I can hit them with the flamethrower. Maybe I can. I'm going to go for it. They're probably not going to shoot Skelly anyway, right? They have all these other targets around. Never mind, that guy went dead straight for her. Okay, this is maybe a little bit clumsy, but on the other hand, so far the combat difficulty has been a big who cares. Oh, I like this. Yeah, nice move. Oh, Watchers. Alright, we do have to prioritize dealing with those Watchers. This is probably the time for a rally. So this guy up here, if he doesn't bring the Provost down, and I wouldn't imagine he will given that health pool, Provost probably has the one-shot on him as well. I'm going to trust him to deal with that. Can we get Ringer over to this one? Yes, yes we can. Wow, that is 42 health. Man, our dude is fast. There we go. I feel like he hasn't missed an attack in a very long time. I sort of forgot it was a thing that could happen. Alright, do we want to go for the demoralize into... hold on, actually. Let me see if her... if her suppressing fire can even target the guys up on top. They moved around them. They moved around a lot. Okay, well, I guess I'm not going to spend the demoralize. We'll just do the low damage version of this, which doesn't... The lying about the hit share, or the lying about the damage prediction is driving me absolutely crazy. At some point you just adjust, I guess. You learn that the game never means what it says. You know, my plan there was like, well, I'm going to take down this guy without having to use Precision Strike. And I do think that's the right way to go, but I should have done this first, so that we were building toward the Precision Strike. Okay, Skelly probably has a pretty reasonable flamethrower here. Set herself on fire. Maybe that's just a thing that can always happen when you use a flamethrower, because it certainly doesn't have anything to do with her trait, which specifies that it has a chance to set you on fire when you use explosives. So who do we have left? Quan, and I'm going to have Jim shoot the Harvester, I think? I guess they're both Harvesters. You know what, yeah, just shoot this one. I was thinking, like, this one may die without his help, but may as well. Could I... So we could, like, we could move to a place... Oh, there's a tripwire there. Okay, well, that's worth noting. I'm actually going to use an explosive bolt here. I think the bolt contact is going to kill this guy. Yeah. Without having to worry for the, without having to wait for the thing to actually explode. And we're just going to hold on to the Torrent Strike. So when Quan... If I move Quan to a place where he has spent all of his action points, his turn's going to end immediately, and that's going to end our turn as a unit without allowing him to take his shot, right? I'm pretty sure that's how it worked last time this situation arose. So I'm not going to worry about that too much. Yep, not nearly good enough. Man, that stag really loves being on fire. Oh, 2 misses. Can you get back into... Nope, you cannot quite get back into the fight. Well, Lucia's probably got it. Yeah, I mean, the lesson pretty much is Lucia has always got it. And then I actually think we're probably just gonna end turn. I don't see much reason to approach on this guy. The Provost has got him. And it's gonna take everybody else multiple turns of movement to get over there. Look how majestic that stag is. Okay.
Just confirmed the destruction of a Godfisher camp. Thanks, Rangers.
Yeah, you're welcome. You know how we love to help Ronnie. Alright, junk and junk and junk. I do appreciate the medical supplies. This safe over here we already opened, yeah. I don't think there's not going to be a lot of new loot, although this ice block is interesting. We can melt this with the flamethrower, right? We saw one of these before. Okay, that's the wrong direction. Skelly, if you wouldn't mind. Alright, one more, it looks like. Was it worth 3 flamethrower fuel? Okay, maybe. This is a fair amount of stuff. A discussion on music lost to the world.
Man, I've been thinking, you know what the biggest tragedy of the apocalypse was? The music.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. What a waste.
Like jazz, for example. It was amazing, and now it's dead forever.
Oh, yeah, totally passe. I'm into waster punk. It's played with a theremin. You probably never heard of it.
What? No, I mean, forget it, fucking hipster.
You think the person who wrote that thought that was funny? It's so hard to know, right? Like, is the point of it that that's like kind of a... That would be kind of a dumb joke? And that's the humor? That's the whole deal? Or was it actually just a dumb joke that somebody thought was good? It just takes forever for people to get down ladders. Okay, there we go. So, I think that's it, right? As far as the Godfishers go, that's all of the Godfishers on this map. Yeah, there were some out here, there were some down here. I guess, hold on. Did we actually check all the way into... There's this ruins area over here. No, we gotta... Okay. One more group to clean up. Then we'll go steal Reagan, and then I have no idea what the long-term plan is from here for the oil fields. We gotta do something, though. How are we doing on ammo? Okay, Quan's getting a little low. Fighting really takes it out of you. Ah. I kind of wish when you were not in combat that if you did something like that, you tried to attack a thing that was slightly out of range, your character would tend to run forward and do the thing. But it's fine. So, let's have you... Harvester, Keeper. Okay. Go pressure the Keeper. Wait, really? You can't get... Oh, he can't... He can't get over there because people are in his way, not because he doesn't have AP. I was going to say, it's not even that much movement. So... I mean, obviously we want Lucia to take cover here. And now that Lucia has moved, Ringer can run up and start working on stuff. Alright, my hope here is that we can do this with a minimum of ammo spend from Quan. How close do we have to get to have a shot on that guy? Pretty close, it turns out. Oh, man. Why does that have to be an extra AP? Okay, we'll do it like this. Alright, show me lucky crit. Alright, well, you tried. So Jim is accidentally super far away from everything. I didn't realize he was going to have such a hard time getting the shot. We're not going to be able to torrent strike both these guys simultaneously, are we? I think the angles doesn't really... Oh, no. Totally works. And apparently that's not the end of it. Well, I don't see where the other enemies are. Ah, over here. We got some penitents. Well, not much for it, unfortunately. Can you do Overwatch with a flamethrower? Will it let me do that? Okay, I'll try it. That feels in character, right? We don't have a lot of bolts either. I might not even want to have Quan do his ambush. Nah, I will. We're just gonna have to buy more ammo soon. That's all.
Peekaboo.
I do like the flamethrower ambush. Oh, hey. Didn't see you up there. I think we probably can just have Ringer rush that guy. He moves real fast considering the amount of armor he's wearing. It's like, it's gotta be heavy, you know? He's just gonna sprint straight up the ladder. He's like a guided missile, man. It's just like, there's no escape. If he decides he's gonna have you, he's gonna have you. Do love a lucky crit. They have that same very fancy hat that that Ringer has on. Do you have a shot? No, of course. It would be a pretty tough angle. I would love to get her to a place where she has both of them. I wish it would show me the percentage over this other guy's head. I'm just going to assume that it's real high. How far in do I have to get? There we go. Well, that's further than I would like, but I'll do it. We don't necessarily have to kill this guy right now. We just have to make it clear to him that we could kill him. Gotta give him the old fear. Look at Brass having an actual reasonable hit chance. Although we were misled slightly there. Okay. It sure looks like we're done.
Let the gods hear!
Ah, in fact, there's a whole bunch of them up here. Well, this I think bodes pretty ill for them. And they're not going to be able to stop Ringer. It is going to be a bit of a pain getting over here, though. So this seems like a fine time to use the stun. Wow. That was slightly more effective than I was expecting. Just like a tiny little bit. Okay, Lucia, are you going to be able to get a shot? I mean, we're going to be shooting uphill, but not into cover. Can't see the... There we go. 95% will have to do. Alright, let's see that 75% bonus damage. Ah. Dude just has a lot of health. 612 is it's a lot of raw numbers. Well, I can't imagine Jim being relevant here. We'll put him in ambush mode. Who knows? Maybe, somehow, this guy survives the turn and then decides that it's a good idea to run down here and fight us instead of staying up there. I imagine he's just going to attack either Ringer or the Stag, though. Let's see. Quan cannot make it up there. Well, we can do this. Alright, I'm reasonably sure we've got him whenever that goes off. Unfortunately, it is definitely not always in a single turn. Don't you dare kill my Stag.
That's the last of the Godfisher encampments. But Ronnie says there's still a roving warband nearby, somewhere. Be careful, Rangers.
Okay, so if we want to finish this off, we got to go outside and fight the last... And who knows where they actually are. Well, that's pretty inconvenient. Should we... We should probably head back to town and at the very least buy some ammunition. We're a little bit low on 9mm, I think, is what Quan's using.
Let's keep it civil, in the Gipper's name.
It seems like everything else is fine. Yeah, Quan and Jim are sharing the 9mm, and Quan is definitely using roughly 95% of it.
Welcome back, Rangers. What do you need?
Just like a huge number of bullets.
Sure, have a look.
And we are definitely not giving her that diagnostic data. Alright, we found some garbage, and then we bought some garbage. We may as well, right? Use all I could get, because we are going to expend it. And then, we don't get healed for free. But I think we get healed for pretty close. Medicine's cheap. We could just medic pack our way through ourselves, I suppose. It's not even really that many packs. What was the... What was the price of healing?
Yet. So that's something. Sure, but this ain't a charity.
You know what, it's fine.
Hold still.
25 is not a lot of dollars. Okay.
Take care.
We're not divulging any information at the moment. That's like a strategic decision we can plan out later. Let's go find some more Godfishers. I wonder how much we're going to have to just, like, drive around. I guess my hope would be that they would just jump us as soon as we leave the city, but if that's the case, why even make it a thing you have to go outside for, right? From, like, a game design perspective. Also, why is Skelly so far behind everybody else? Who knows? Skelly is completely inscrutable. Alright, you know what? I think we're going to call it here for today. That is going to have to be it for us for right now. We are a little bit out of time. When you come back next time, tomorrow, we are going to resolve this Denver situation. We're going to put down those last Kingfishers, and then we're going to go in and deal with the Reaganites, and I have no idea exactly what form that's going to take. My guess is there might be some shooting. And we'll see you then.